Hello, and welcome to the Philippines. I'm Daniel Carter. Hey, we're going to take a walk on the beach today. Had a request for that. The reason I haven't done it is because our beach is kind of a mess right now, and we're going to explain that as we take a walk. And the beach here looks nothing like the background you're seeing, which is actually a virtual set that I use just for these videos. We'll move away from this virtual set in the future. Right now my house is still being built, so that's why I have the virtual set. Anyway, let's get to it. Okay, this is the beach where I live, and as you can see, it is a mess. And this is due to something called habagat, or the rainy season. It's time of the year that is basically June through September. I do want to point some stuff out. This is a fishing boat, and that little device you see right ahead of it is used to reel it in. They sit there on the back of it, and you see those great big levers. They use both their feet and their hands to pull the rope in, pull that boat up on shore. I've also seen it used to pull those nets as well in. So we're going to take a walk down the beach. So what is habagat? It is the storm season. It's the time of the year where we get all of the typhoons, hurricanes, whatever you want to call them. So people over here taking a quick swim in the tide. You know, I've noticed you can never tell who's swimming naked until the tide goes out. But be that as it may, I'm pretty sure they're wearing clothes. Here's a few more fishing boats. But you can see that the stuff is all up pretty high. Now, earlier there was a whole lot more. And this will actually all be gone over the next month or two. And it's because people come and clean it up. Now, these aren't environmentalists that want to see a clean beach. These are the local people. And they have already come through and picked up all the wood that they could find because they use it for cooking. They'll do the same thing with all these coconut shells. Right now, the wood was just an easier target, but they'll start using the coconut shells and burn them as well to cook with. So the beach will get very nice looking again in short order. Probably within the month, it won't look like this anymore. But this is the beach that is actually maybe 200 feet from my front gate. And I'm just kind of walking down. I'm walking a little bit of loop. Going to have to step over the rope here. As you can tell, I live in a bay. If I were to turn around, you'd see kind of a half moon shape like that behind me as well. Or I guess a quarter moon shape. If there were two half moons, I'd be living, it had to be a lake. So these storms get very intense. I mean, through this whole season, I mean, the waves were literally crashing, and I could clearly hear them inside of my house all night long. For me, I liked it. You know, I liked it. It kind of gave a soothing effect to hear those waves crashing. Just going to kind of pan out here and let you see the bay. You can't quite see it, but off in the distance, there's a boat moving. He's going to stop, but there is a river up there, and during big storms, like if we're going to get directly hit, all the boats make a run for that river and go park up in it so that their boats don't get battered by the big waves. But all of this debris is coming from other municipalities, even other islands, and just gets washed up on the nearest beach. So that's what you're seeing is stuff that was just floating in the ocean, or getting tossed into the water from a different area. Gets washed up on the beach somewhere, but some of it comes from other islands. I've heard some pretty cool stories about one that my wife tells me. It was from whenever she was a little girl. I guess a container ship lost a couple containers, and one of them had hot dogs in it, and the other one had something else. It was food also. I can't remember what the other thing was, but all of it was sealed and perfectly fine, and so people were out on the beaches harvesting the free food. So that would have been kind of fun, you know, like manna from heaven, only hot dogs from the ocean. So that is why the beach is the way it is. This, like I said, this lasts usually from June to the end of September. It's referred to as, well, habagat actually means wind from the ocean. There's another word that they have that says wind from the mountain. I don't recall that one right off. But this is the rainy season, it's the stormy season, and that's how these beaches just get absolutely tore up during this time of year. So there's a little bit of the beach by where I live and why it's a mess right now. Normally it does not look like that. Anyway, we're going to have some more videos coming at you soon, but that's the beach by my house. Hey, thanks for watching.